one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 3-0. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jake Arrieta gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Tonight for the Cubs.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. 67 degrees our game time temperature. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Arrieta has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys in the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Kyle Hendricks will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Stepping in, Gene Segura. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The next 0-2. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, man, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Standing in, Bryce Harper. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
The next 1-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Contreras finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia with no score. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and no strikes. In his career, Rizzo is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
To first, Hoskins gathers it in, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So a runner at third here with one gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. He's set, and the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Baez stands at third with one gone in the inning. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Popped up. Arrieta has a play. Oh, he can't hold on to it. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
Come on, how did he drop that? Kyle Hendricks.
Come on, bro.
Runner at first following the error. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. From the stretch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Working for the punch out and the offering. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Flares this one over toward first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Phillies nothing. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled straight back. 1 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Zero.
1-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nick Williams will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So digging in now, Nick Williams. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Williams, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Real Muto, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Odubel Herrera. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a fastball that misses. And that misses 2-2. Full count to Herrera, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Jason.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The batter.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The 0-1 on its way. Now this is on the ground for Baez. It's short, right to him. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-1, here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Slide and a stop by Baez. Wow. Phillies down in order. They're down 1-0. Into the box, Chris Bryant comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Chris Bryant.
First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Javier.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike. Baez is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Williams will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. And now Bryce Harper. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Harper, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And it's 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Contreras is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Harper is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And it's fouled away. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the windup all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, D-Roll, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Standing in now, Kyle Hendricks. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Contreras on second. Hendricks is over at first with 1 away. Count even now at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. On a line to shortstop. Quick throw, not in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in once again, Ben Zobrist. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there for strike 1. Line drive, base hit to right. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Oh boy, this is a big inning for him. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much, and get a pitch in your zone.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Herrera is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's Zobrist now at second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 5.
Ready now, Nick Williams. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Striding into the box, Odubel Herrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
The 0-1 on its way. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 in it? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. It remains 1-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Hit hard to short. There's Segura. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Nope.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Popped up. Hoskins over to his left. 2 gone. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the pitch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's well foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Ready with another 0-2. Popped him up. Real Muto moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Michael Franco.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Change up. A little bit inside. 1-0. Now a change up, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
No, foul ball.
Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Rizzo backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Number 49.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Jean Segura. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
First delivery to him on the way, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind his guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. And their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Knocks one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The catcher, Real Muto.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Comes set, the 0-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 3-1. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Good stuff, Heidi.
The
Thanks.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Got him reaching there. Strike two.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from
Now
the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Digging in now, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Count is 1-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Daniel Descalso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. His history with Jake Arrieta, he's really struggled 0 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Descalso is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Brad Brock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
number
7.
29, Brad Brock.
Riding in once again, Odubel Herrera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Odubel Herrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Ready with the 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Michael.
Digging in, Michael Franco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Fouled off. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Andrew McCutchen will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Phillies, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Gene Segura standing in. He hits it hard on the ground with the left. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Phillies strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Juan Nicasio has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done, move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Up next for the Cubs.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you can take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Now a flare out toward right center. Herrera moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with two strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
So stepping in, Albert Almora. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit back up the middle. Segura for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Xavier Cedeno is on his way into the ball game now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Xavier Cedeno.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Cesar Hernandez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Inside
in
ball
tight
one.
here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Cedeno, a native of Puerto Rico. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now another 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber is there, and he has it for the out.
Now
Here's Bryce Harper now.
the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Now here's the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on
The
strikes.
first baseman,
Not the
number
game he was
17.
hoping to have when he was taking
Green.
batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
No ball.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. Phillies on top 3-1. Here's Javier Baez. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. His lifetime line against Nicasio, 7 hits in 14 tries. He also has 1 home run. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Philadelphia rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jake Arrieta earns win number 7 on the season. Juan Nicasio works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,651. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Jake Arrieta earned win number 7 this season as the Phillies disposed of the Cubs 3-1. Ozzie Albies drove in 4 and had a home run, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 7-3. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. Julio Urias collected win number 2 on the year as the Boys in Blue took care of the Marlins 4-2. David Hernandez collected his 5th win in relief as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 2-1. The Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-2. The Tribe allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-1. Mike Leake pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Mariners got past the Tigers 6-2. The Chicago White Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-4. The Oakland Athletics put together 10 total hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-2. Jenmar Gomez earned his first victory of the season as the Rangers pushed past the Twins 4-3. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.